Hi, all, and welcome to Monday Night's Treasure Vortex with Gypsy Jules from YouTube's Zero Discrimination, as well as her website, gypsydigs.com, and myself, Amanda Digger Degaz. Really no special announcements tonight. An apology for missing last week. I was finally starting to feel better, and then, I got hit in the face with allergies and absolutely put down. Actually, might not have been allergies. I'm not sure. Fever related, was not well. Um, but we are back tonight. So I know Gypsy and I have not gotten a chance to really catch up in the last week because I was going to bed at like 8 o'clock and working. And so, hey, Gypsy, how are you this evening?
Hey, I'm doing great. It's good to be here and good to be back.
Yes.
I missed last week, but I was sad to hear, you weren't feeling good and you were under the weather, and I know you've still been healing from your surgery, and so I'm sure the combination of this time of year, it's spring and a lot of people have allergies, and I know with your sinus stuff that can't be good, so who knows?
Yeah.
Here in Texas, we've got what's called cedar fever. I can't even talk. Cedar fever. So I'm sure that, with whatever you had, and I mean, you could have had something to do with the weather weirdness, too.
Mm-hmm.
I know your weather is not quite what it is here in Texas, but here in Texas today, I think it got up to like 90 something. But we've had a lot of rain. Spring here this year has been so much rain. I mean, crazy rain. So it's spring is in the air here. So,
I know.
I don't know about you. Is flowers blooming and all that beautiful stuff going on?
Oh, absolutely. Yep, everything's blooming. I mean, I had made a plan. I was going to go visit another digger south and go to our favorite, including you, our favorite spot. But with getting sick, I had to cancel. I was so bummed all weekend. I'm like, I should be finding treasure as I'm like not feeling well and pouring sweat and just so sick. But yeah, just over and over, I'm like, it was like, like being a kid again and having to cancel plans for like going away or sleeping over our friends for the weekend, and like it was just one of those. And then come to find out, I'm realizing, oh my gosh, you were up here a year ago around Memorial Day, and we're going to the same place that I was hoping to have gone to. Like, oh.
Man, I so wish I was traveling up there right now and planning that trip again, because I've been seeing videos lately, and I've been daydreaming about it, and I'm sure those memories are going to start popping up, and I'm going to be drooling and crying at the same time, drooling over and reminiscing all those finds. And I remember we had one really hot day while I was there.
Oh gosh, the drive back.
Not while we were in New York, but
90.
Yeah. And I know that for you, you're not used to that really warm, hot weather like, here in Texas. I'm used to that, and plus with the humidity, I actually got out yesterday. It was major hot, and went with my family. We actually drove over a couple towns over, and my oldest son was off work, and so there's a skate park over there, so he wanted to go skating, and so it was hot as heck yesterday. It was 90 something, and I was like, there's a park there. It says by the skate park, so I hit the park, the little playground area. I got a little ring
Nice.
and some money and a little, I think, part of a pendant that is broke by some swings, and then my legs are sore from bending down because, when I'm in a park, I always use a small little hand trowel, so it's a lot more bending than you do when, you get to use your long handled digger instead of the little hand trowel. So my legs I've been walking today and I'm like, man, why are my legs so sore? And I'm like, oh, I forgot. I went digging yesterday. And then when I got back, I've been doing a lot of digging out here on the farm for doing sifting for pottery. So did some pottery sifting as well. And I found like 6 pieces yesterday.
Ooh. Yeah, you sent me a picture of a big piece.
Yeah, that big piece that has the lines in it. Mm-hmm. So cool. I love finding the Native American. Actually, here it's Caddo Indian mostly. I think there were some Apaches as well. I can't remember, but mostly Caddo Indian that made the pottery here. And out here on the farm, we've found a lot of it over the years, and especially when I was a little girl, we used to go out to the garden, and every time they'd plow, the field, we would pull up all kinds of, pottery, and kind of reminds me of the plowed fields, over there, not as big, like where you are, all those big plowed fields, where you find different types of pottery and, things on top of the ground. But anyway, did some of that this week. What else?
Well, I got to ask.
Trying to remember.
So we were talking about, you being up here a year ago at this time. And I can say safely I've been trying to clean up some finds that I found before bone. But did you, now that you've got that electrolysis machine, have you tried to use it to clean up any of your the bay that we love?
No, actually I haven't. So I've only cleaned a few things, and it's ultrasonic.
Sorry, ultrasonic.
Which I do the same thing. I call it what you just called it now. Electrolysis, but ultrasonic, it's so much easier and doesn't take as long. But I am using it to clean a couple finds right now, and I had it out there in the ultrasonic machine earlier, and so Saturday I got out with our metal detecting club here has a permission. I found out there was a POW camp there as well, and it was a World War II training camp. But it's a very massive area and here in East Texas, and I got out there and got to do some metal detecting. Several weeks ago, I found what I think is a magazine in the creek there. I haven't put this video out yet, so I'm kind of giving y'all a little sneak peek of what to look for, but I'm working on cleaning it in the ultrasonic cleaner along with what I found this weekend. I was in shock when I dug this. So I dug a barrel to a gun, and I already posted it on Facebook asking some opinions, and first thing everybody was like, oh, it's a sawed-off single shot gun. Well, I know what shotguns look like, and it's not. I mean, it does have the swivel where, I don't forget what you call that, where you, when you're locking and loading, like when you're loading a shotgun, it's got the one single thing there, and it would hinge down, but it is not a shotgun. So I posted it, and finally I got someone that really knows a lot about guns, and especially because of where I was hunting. Now, I found it on part of a home site, an old home site there on this property, which was the World War II, where previously, another thing that we'll have to do is, I think I talked about it a few weeks ago, about the dog tag that I found.
Oh, yeah.
From New Hampshire. Okay. So I got an update on that as well.
Ooh, yay.
So, the same site, but different area of this site is where I found this gun barrel. Well, this gun barrel, come to find out, we're pretty positive that it is part of what they would call a naval, or the a Navy, what do they call it? Let me think.
Naval
I remember. No, the barrel to the gun.
Oh, gotcha.
Naval, just flare gun. And I found some pictures online, and it's got this shorter barrel like this, and it's really heavy barrel, and made pretty much exactly like it. So I'm pretty sure that's what I've got, a flare gun barrel. And I really can't wait. I'm hoping I get to go back and see. I'm going to hunt that area even more. And I started trying to dig every little iron piece I could. That doesn't sound so good because, that's, especially when you're looking for those type relics, you got to dig it all.
Yep.
Because that didn't sound too good, but it was a repeatable, so I dug it. And at first I thought, I found a pipe. But it was this gun barrel. So anyway, super excited. I'm working on cleaning that instead of trying the electrolysis this time.
Yep.
I'm doing the ultrasonic, and it's already cleaned out the barrel, all of the stuff inside the barrel, and it's starting to clean it up really, really nice. So I'm really, really excited about finding this. Yeah, Bill, it from what I understand, they're pretty rare, this type of flare gun. So makes it really cool and unique. So I'm super excited about that. On another note, we were talking about the dog tag that I found.
Yep.
That happened to be when I texted you that day I found it. It said, New Hampshire?
Yep, Portsmouth, New Hampshire.
Yeah, Portsmouth, New Hampshire on it, and you're like, that's where I'm at right now.
Yep.
And so, anyway, I had posted it, and somebody actually, there's so many different sites that help with locating the people to those now, and somebody found the owner, and the owner is still alive.
Oh, yay.
He lives in California. And he is 100 years old.
Oh, wow.
And so I've got to work on that. It would be so cool if I could afford to fly out there, but I would need a lot of help